And we are here with Congressman André Carson. Congressman Carson, first and foremost, this job and resource fair is unbelievably busy. Unbelievable. Off the charts.
Thank you. Thank you for covering it. Over 85 employers showed up. There have been some folks who have been hired on the spot. It's an exciting time, and we're here as a resource. You know, Indiana's unemployment is on par with the national average. And so what we wanted to do, it's not in my constitutional duties, is to have a job fair where Hoosiers can stay, get gainfully employed, or change the trajectory of their careers and recalibrate in life. Doesn't matter if you're 99, doesn't matter if you're 39, 29, or 19. You can change and have an opportunity to grow and feed your family and change your future.
I think the message is resonating, though, Congressman, because, and I know folks don't care about how far I had to walk, but to get over here to the conference center, in years past, I had to park 2 blocks away because all available park. So people want to work. The message is getting through, and I believe it's resonating.
We're going to work on that parking, which is why we try to have it around the same time every year when school's out, so those parking spaces are available. But we'll talk to Ivy Check. They're a phenomenal partner. They've been a phenomenal partner to Team Carson, and I just want to thank all the Hoosiers who are out today and all the employers who showed up, and I want to thank you all for showing up. We appreciate you dearly.
So I would be remiss if I did not ask you your thoughts. The choice has been made. Tim Walz, what do you think?
I'm excited. You know, the Midwest often gets overlooked. He has Midwestern sensibilities. I served with him on the Transportation Committee. He's done a wonderful job in Minnesota with making huge infrastructure investments. He's done a phenomenal job in Minnesota in terms of job creation, and I think he brought a lot of what he gained from the Transportation Committee, of which I currently serve, back to his state, and I think that's what it's all about. So having someone who's a former vet and a former teacher who married a teacher, you're going to have someone who's pushing for education, someone who supports our troops, but also he's very, very progressive, and he and his wife have been advocates for reducing recidivism rates. They've been advocates of helping folks transition back into a life of positivity, because we know there's often a 3 to 6 month gap where folks are released and then they recidivate. And so he's been a great advocate in terms of reducing recidivism. He's helped with our Recidivism Reduction Act, so I'm excited.
So the announcement's been made. The ticket is together. They're going to hit the ground running in just a matter of hours. So now, what do you think the party has to do to get it across the finish line, to get things across the finish line so that, hey, they can take the Oval Office? That's
a great question. I think we have to galvanize voters in a way that hasn't been done typically by the party. I think there have been critiques of the party. Many of those critiques have been legitimate. A lot of those critiques I share. I think oftentimes folks get overlooked and taken for granted, and you have to cultivate those relationships. Just like you have donor maintenance, you have to have constituent maintenance and voter maintenance, where you're reaching out to voters and you're coming on platforms trying to hear what people are thinking about. You just can't push the same actors out there and say that this is the face of the black community, this is the face of the Latino community. Oftentimes the folks that they put out there are disconnected from the community, and they don't have the credibility and the sensitivity to understand nuance, and you know, they get there, and then people who in our community who would be deemed controversial are loved. And they send Negroes out here to tell you to disassociate from these people. They don't represent us. So I tell other people, some of these people who are presenting themselves to you are misleading you. Come to Tina Cosby's show. Come to the streets, talk to people on the ground, and find out what's happening. That's why I think the Democratic Party is trying to recalibrate, and I hope that they can do better. I want to help with that effort.
So you're hard at work. Before we have to let you go, some of the things that you've been working on, some of the things you plan to get back to work on, or I guess, you know, it's never ending anyway. I don't know why I say back to work. We hear August recess. That's not true either, because you're working.
Yes, ma'am.
But for our listeners in our district, in the district in which you serve, what can you share?
Well, we're doing a lot of good things. We have our job fair. We're going to be doing tours. We're going to be doing community centers. I'm meeting with a group of physicians, talking about our healthcare system and what that looks like. And I'm going to be meeting with some educators soon. And so while I'm in the district, I'm going to be touring facilities. We have a check presentation in Brightwood coming up soon for one of our community centers. So we've been bringing money back and just letting folks know we're here. We're fighting for them in D.C. I'm here as a proud Hoosier, and I understand the assignment. go to D.C. and bring back money to Indianapolis. I'm not there to do other things. I'm clear about why I'm here, and that's to secure resources and bring them back.
Well, you're doing it today, and I sure do thank you for having us here.
I'm always honored to be with the rock star.
The honor is mine.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.